Everybody tells you Miami is cheaper than New York, and in some ways, they are right. But there are specific costs in Miami that nobody warns you about. And if you move here without knowing them, you will get blindsided in the first 12 months. Hi, I'm Delainy Quintero, Miami real estate advisor with over 14 years of experience in this market. And in this video, I'm going to give you the complete, honest cost of living breakdown for Miami in 2026. Not just the housing prices, the full picture: insurance costs, taxes, utilities, transportation, and the real monthly number you need to budget before you pack a single box. This is the video I wish every one of my relocating clients had before they called me. So let's get right into it. So before I dive in, people just like you reach out to me every single week trying to figure out exactly what their budget looks like in this market. Whether you're 6 months out from your move or still in the research phase, I'm happy to have a conversation with you. My contact information is right there in the description below. There's no pressure and no obligation. I'm here to educate first. Now let me show you what living in Miami actually costs. So let's start with the good news, because it's genuinely significant. Florida has no state income tax. Zero. If you're earning $200,000 to $500,000 a year and moving from New York or New Jersey, you are keeping a meaningful amount of money that was previously going to the state every single year. For higher earners, such as physicians, business executives, business owners, this difference can be $15,000 to $100,000 or more annually, depending on your income level. This is real money. It changes your monthly cash flow in ways that the cost of living calculators often underway when you're doing your research. The reason why Miami has become such a destination for successful professionals: financial reality that compounds over time the longer you live here. Housing is the biggest line item and where expectations most often need adjusting. In the Miami suburbs I specialize in, such as Palmetto Bay, Pinecrest, Coral Gables, and Kendall, here's the realistic picture for 2026. In Kendall, a solid 4-bedroom single-family home with a pool starts right around $600,000 to $900,000. In Palmetto Bay, expect $900,000 to $1.7 million, and in Pinecrest, right around $1.5 million and goes up well above $2 million. And Coral Gables is very similar for a quality single-family home. Monthly mortgage on a $750,000 home with 20% down at the current rates is approximately $3,900 to $4,100 in principal and interest. Add property taxes and insurance, your real monthly housing cost is about $5,100 to $5,300 per month. This is an honest number. Build your budget around that, not just the mortgage payment. This is a cost that catches almost every relocating buyer off guard. Florida homeowners insurance is expensive, and it has gotten significantly more expensive over the last 3 to 4 years as several carriers have exited the state and remaining ones raised premiums substantially. For a typical single-family home in Miami, you're looking at $4,000 to $8,000 per year for homeowners insurance, sometimes more depending on the age of the home, the roof condition, and whether the home has impact windows and doors. When I work with any client on their budget, I always model in at least $500 to $600 per month for insurance on a $700,000 to $900,000 home. A newer roof and full impact protection brings that number down meaningfully. This is one of the reasons those features are not cosmetic. They have direct financial value in the Florida market. Property taxes in Miami-Dade run approximately 1.5% to 2% of the assessed value annually. On a $750,000 home, that is about $11,000 to $15,000 per year, roughly $900 to $1,250 per month folded into your carrying costs. The Florida Homestead Exemption is a real benefit for primary residents. Currently, you get a $50,000 exemption for your assessed value, and more importantly, the Save Our Homes cap, which limits how much your assessed value can increase each year. Over time, this becomes an increasingly powerful protection against rising tax bills. And there is a bill coming to be voted on in November of 2026 that would allow up to $250,000 homestead exemption off the assessed value, which would take effect in January 2027. Stay tuned for another video soon on this topic. So for utilities, you have air conditioning runs year-round in Miami and is your biggest utility bill. So budget around $200 to $450 per month for electricity in a typical single-family home. Water, internet, and other utilities add another $150 to $200. And Miami is a car city, so budget in for transportation as well, depending on your commute. Groceries in Miami are comparable to national averages and generally less expensive than New York City. A weekly grocery run for a family of four is typically $250 to $300. Some of the Florida grocery chains like Aldi and Trader Joe's offer excellent quality at very competitive prices. Dining ranges enormously. A casual family dinner is about $80 to $100. A quality restaurant experience for two adults is $100 to $200. Miami has one of the best restaurant scenes in the country. With the honest budget for a professional family, eating out 2 to 3 times per week is about $800 to $1,000 per month. If private school is on your list, budget $15,000 to $50,000 per year per child for quality independent schools in Miami. This is one of the strongest arguments for choosing a neighborhood with excellent public schools, which is exactly why I put so much emphasis on school zone selection with every family I work with. So let me put it all together for a professional family buying a $750,000 home in Miami in 2026. Mortgage at 20% down, approximately $4,000. Property taxes, approximately $1,000. Homeowners insurance, approximately $500. And total housing costs, approximately $5,500 per month. Add utilities, $600, transportation at $500, groceries at $1,000, and dining and entertainment at $800, and you're at approximately $8,400 per month before discretionary spending, savings, or school costs. Compare that to a similar lifestyle in suburban New Jersey or Westchester, where you're paying similar or higher housing costs and state income tax, and the Miami number is genuinely competitive. The key is going in with the accurate expectations. This is exactly what this video is for. So there you go. That is a complete Miami cost of living breakdown for 2026. If this gave you clarity, hit the like button, subscribe, and share this with someone who is planning this same move. This kind of information changes outcomes. And if you want to map this budget against specific neighborhoods and real home options, reach out to me directly. My contact information is right here and on the screen below. The next video I want you to watch is my full Palmetto Bay versus Pinecrest comparison, where I go neighborhood by neighborhood, school by school, and dollar by dollar to help you decide exactly where in Miami your family belongs.